Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Beezlebrox from CH Flash. This is a really cool custom ship that I believe has inspiration from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a very, very cool ship, and one of the things I will say is making use of that large bridge, it looks really cool despite being quite like skinny. It's one of the issues I kind of have with the shipbuilder and stuff is the length and width of the ships is the max size the same. So if you try and make a super like long ship and then you go a little bit too wide, it kind of just ends up looking like a kind of a flying cube. But CH Flash did a really good job of this, and I really like the color scheme. So yeah, if we take a look at the stats, it's got a fuel of 420, it's got a hull of 1235, cargo capacity of 780. It's got a C-class reactor with 32 power, crew of 7, which is very nice. It's got a 30 light year jump range, 15 shields. It's got 3 sets of weapons. It's got particles. It's got EM, and it has missiles, a single missile. It's got 4 particles, and I will say, Flash, you had me like running around like a madman in the document, which I will say the submission, like pictures you do, phenomenal, very easy to understand. But I think you missed, you like wrote down one of the weapons wrong. The fulminators, I think they're called. You had them down as fulminator 3000s. And I don't think they exist. There is fulminator 8000s, which matched exactly what they looked like. But I was like spending like a good like 10 minutes to be like, where are these? Well, I've never seen these before. And I was like, Google was coming up useless because, you know, when it comes to like Starfield and stuff, like an hour is good for that. But yeah. But anyway, aside from that, we'll rant over. If you want to build this ship, it'll probably cost you around 350 to 400k without perks. So yeah, let's check it out, shall we? So yeah, like I was saying, I really like the ship. It's a skinny boy, while also being like long, which I quite like. I like the kind of it's very like it's very what would you say, like skeletonous. It's very skeletony. That's a word. Yep, we're going with that. So if we head around the back and we look at, it's very nice. In we go. Got the Deimos entryway. Do we have any meds? Oh, trauma pack. Mine now. Alright, so in we go. So first area we have is a 1x1 companionway. And then if we head past this way, we have our entire way to the bridge. I love this. Is really cool. I love when people use these. It makes like defending the bridge like, no, they're trying to gain access to the bridge. Defend. But yeah, pretty cool. And then we'll cover this bridge more in a minute, but it's a very nice bridge. You chill there, Simeon. Also, for some reason, I just realized my my vibrations are turning on my controller. I need to fix that. I think it's a beta thing. So up here we have a control station for all of your crew needs. Because it's a Deimos control station, only one person gets to sit, so they're gonna have to fight over that chair. Them explosives look kind of dangerous, but we'll ignore them. So either that is a flame or that is a container of maple leaves, maybe. I don't know. Canada has a weird control on this game when it comes to their food and stuff. You never know. So we got a... What is this? This is an all-in-one. Deimos all-in-one. I will say, I don't know if... Again, I've reviewed so many ships now. And sometimes I say stuff like a bit of an idiot. Potatoes. But this looks... it could be that I'm just not familiar with this Deimos living quarters, but it looks more like there's more clutter than there usually is, which is pretty interesting. Like the... Ooh, and I'm stuck on the chair. Let me sit on the chair. Whoops. Also, because I'm in the beta, my shiny armor is gone, which is pretty sad. So yeah, so we've got the... Got them, and then we head over this way. We have the captain's quarters. Very nice. Got the world's most uncomfortable bed. Nice. That pillow would be very useful. Not too bad, though. We also got a working toilet. And then we go up one more level. Oh. And then we have, this is the 3x1 living quarters from Deimos. I really like this one. It's very nice. Nice views out the side there. Got a dartboard because there's nothing more fun than playing darts in 0G. And we got our docking port up there, so we're going to drop down to the bottom. And I didn't break my leg. Professional. Like I was saying in my last video, the audio may be slightly different, so if I'm louder than normal, just crank me down a little bit. Just because I had a couple of comments saying my audio was a bit... The weird thing is, so if you watch my reviews, this is a slight tangent, I have Jasper Cricks just kind of chills some days, and sometimes he's on the ship, sometimes he's not, and I have no idea where he goes between. Like if he's just going and doing like his weekly shop at Jameson Mercantile. But Simeon never leaves. He's loyal. Anyway, really like this bridge. It's very cool. The only real kind of negative I have with these bridges is I kind of wish there was more like actual control stations for your crew. Like I believe this gives like 6 to 8. Is it 6 to 8? It's either like 6 or 8 crew stations. And obviously you've got these like chairs here with like little terminals. But they don't really strike me as like workstations. They're just more like, you know, like for... Oh, we're braced for impact. Everybody sit down. Also, I'm playing on the betas, so I can decorate, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's head up into space and see how ship performs. Why am I not wearing my jetpack? Oh. Alright, let's take this bad boy off. Poor girl. I will say, since using the beta, I don't know if you've just noticed there, when I take off first, none of the power pips are assigned, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's a feature. Knowing Todd Howard, it's probably both. Yeah, as always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5, so for the sake of this review, we're not going to be using 5 power. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so weapon-wise, we've got particles, EMs, and then we've got our missiles, which is very nice. Quick little speed test. Probably gonna... What engine are we rocking? We're gonna be 140. We're using some Bs. Boost speed of 520, I believe. Yep, 520 seems to be the kind of the go. Quick little agility test. She's pretty agile for a pretty big vessel. Let's... Yeah, pretty agile. And I have to say, I really like how it looks. It looks really, really cool. Alright, so we're going to head down to the planet now, and we'll show you how to build it. Alright, so the ship's split into 4 sections. So at the top here, we have a Deimos braking engine. We have a Deimos all-in-one berth 3x1. Above here, we've got a Connect Pro Docker top from Stroud Eklund. An Odin 3050C shield generator from Protectorate System. C-Class, 11 power, 1315 max health. And then mounted on 2 Horizon weapon mounts, we've got 2 of the 4 PBO 300 auto alpha beams. C-Class, 3899.99 range, 4 fire rate, 19 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. We've also got 2 Nova portholes, 1 port, 1 starboard. And then we have a Deimos Spine A4 and a Deimos Tail A. Second level of the vessel at the front here, we've got a Deimos Spine C aft with the CE-90 missile launcher from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated. A-class, 5200 range, 1 fire rate, 80.84 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. We've also got 2 Fulminator A1000 suppressors from Lightsight. C-class, 1040 range, 0.8 fire rate, 58 electromagnetic damage, and 3 power. We've got a Deimos Cowling 4 here. We've got a Deimos Control Station 2x1, a Deimos Captain's Quarters 2x1, and a Deimos Living Quarters 2x1. And we've got 2 braking engines, 1 on each of them, as well as 2 portholes on the top. We've got our NG340 grav drive from Nova Galactic, C-Class, 12 power, 45 jump thrust, which gives us 30 light years. We've also got the Pinch 7Z reactor from Xi'an, C-Class, 32 power, 1095 hull. We've got 2 500T helium-3 tanks from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, 210 each, with 2 Nova radiators on the top. We've also got 2 SAE 5660 engines from Slayton Aerospace, B-Class, 3 power, 24,300 engine thrust, 5550 maneuvering. We're connecting them with a Deimos Bracer 8. And then we've got 2 Deimos Wing starboards. We got the one facing forward, one facing back, and then another on the other side. Now we have merged in these wings. So the way you do it is you place the wing E first, and then the one facing backwards. And then you just snap this in, flip it back, and just like that. And then same on the other side. Place these two first, and then flip it back. Now, I believe the kind of the main body where the bridge is, we've got the DS40.2 Ares bridge from Deimos, 360 cargo, 8 crew. We've got 1, 2, 3, 3 Hope Tech Hab spines, and then we've got a Deimos companion 1x1. We've got 2 Deimos wing E's again on each side, and we've also done some merging here. We've got some Nova wings port and starboard with 2 more of those weapons. Now, in order to get those wings there, I'm going to really quickly show you how you would get them there. So basically what you want to do is you want to have a snap point higher than where the wings are supposed to be. So I'm just using this hab spine, and then you put your wings on each side like so. And you have already, make sure you've already placed your 2 wingies. And then what you're going to do is you're going to highlight, you're going to use a 1x1 companionway to drop them down. Highlight the companionway, highlight both of the wings, and press duplicate. Sometimes it'll jump up. If it does, just duplicate them again on the bottom. In my case, it didn't. They're down here like so. And then Bob is your auntie, just place these here. Now, the one thing I will say is, Flash, is there's 2 pieces merged in here behind the wings. They looked like Hope Tech pipes to me, but if they're not, I do apologize. And they're just snapped in place in there. And then obviously we've got 2 Stroud Cap A's. You're just going to basically do the flip technique with them. Same again, put it in, just flip it like that, let go of it. Then we've 2 Stroud engine mounts. And then 2 100 cm ballast cargo holes from Section Shield System, 210 each. And then the bottom level, we have our 120 LD landing bay from Deimos. We've got 1, 2, 3 NG20 landing gear from Nova Galactic, 4 thrust each. And then we have 2 Skeg Bs and a Skeg A. Now, just to reference this Skeg A, I'll really quickly show you. We're going to put the ship back together. So this Skeg A, you're going to need to do the flip to get it in. It won't want to do it. So when it's red, just flip it back, and just like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Really, really cool vessel. As always, Flash, your ships are very, very cool. Like I said, the only thing I'm not really sure of is those pipes. I'm not sure if they're meant to be pipes or if they're meant to be something else. But yeah, really cool. I also like that you didn't go overkill with the weapons, which is always nice. Like, there's nothing wrong with being overkill because you're playing on higher, difficulties and stuff. But it kind of makes for a more vanilla experience when, you're not rocking all 3 particles, at least in my opinion. As always, guys, if you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. And if you're interested in submitting a ship of your own, we have a Discord where you can join, and it has a ship submission section. And you can also just join to chat about all things Starfield. We also now have a Fallout section. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, bye-bye.